later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Minnesota Vikings. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Well, this defense for the Jags, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. A big play there for Minnesota. 62 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Handoff up the middle. Hunt. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They run again with Hunt. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown! A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are on the board first here this afternoon. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. On the return, Marcus Jones from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Now Lawrence. Now quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Lawrence. And he comes back with one complete. Finding space at the 40. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air. Nice chunk of yardage there. And then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From just shy of midfield, Lawrence. That's complete to Travis Etienne out of the backfield. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
And they'll use him out in the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
They go play action now. Lawrence. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. He'll try and run for the first with Edwards. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
A gain of 2. Brings up second and
8 yards to go on second down. A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. And yet again, he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Great job by this Vikings defense. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And the Vikings are going to have it here at their own 15.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still one possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 16 yards right off the bat, but a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
On first down, they go right back to Hunt to about the 33-yard line. The Vikings sit 5-3 now on the year. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw here. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Yeah, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They'll drop that underneath to ETN. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Swings this out for Hunt. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that will bring up 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now this throw caught left side, and he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And some space here. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 50 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown to this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He rifles one that's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Jaguars are going to take over at their own 41.
Well, those have been a problem for them all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
On 2nd and 10, Lawrence completes it to Evan Ingram. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 16. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
It doesn't matter where on the field he is. Even down here in the red zone, he is still slippery with the ball in his hands. And he was almost able to work his way into the end zone. Instead, they'll have to settle for 1st and goal, but they'll take it.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by the linebacker, Brian Asamoah. And he's into the clear. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
They were in a very good position position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up second down. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And Lawrence going to smartly hit the deck here as he is able to pick up the first down in the process. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
From the 44, Lawrence. ETN bringing in another one. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
He'll return it from the 6. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They're going to look to throw. And he completes it to Hunt. Finding space at the 40. He's still on his feet. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful. And that strength was on display there.
Yeah, this is a case of improper form from a tackling perspective because when you get ready to go up against a back like this, Everyone has to be able to understand you've got to be able to slow him down and let the cavalry come to the rescue. They were nowhere to be found that time, though, and this winds up being a big play.
He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, second down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On play action, they'll throw. It's hauled in by Hardy. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice safe throw and a good one.
And he will make it back to the line of scrimmage, but that is all. 4th down coming up as we reach the 2-minute warning.
It's 4th down.
They'll try and run for it. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. Kareem Hunt stops short of the sticks. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Lawrence's throw complete here, pulled in by Howard. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On 1st down, Lawrence. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by David Long. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Caleb Chason in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Going deep for Walker. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. The tackle is made by Micah Hyde. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. They'll set up a throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. With his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Vikings will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Santos with the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Looking to throw again on second down. Lawrence. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
From midfield now, Lawrence. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already, they need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play action. It's Lawrence. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Lawrence to throw. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Lawrence. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. Fair catch taken right at the 10-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the Jags grab it. And they will set up shop red zone territory at the 13-yard line. Well, number 1 on the list of things not to do when you're up 3 scores in the 3rd. That right there, give the football away.
I love when you speak like that. You know how doctors talk about taking the Hippocratic oath, first do no harm? You just did the football-cratic one right there. Don't give the ball away when you have a lead.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights, and it makes the score 21-10. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Devin Lloyd, the one to get home and earn that sack. Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
Now back to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. Now, that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. Taken in at the 22. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 all to return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
On play action, Lawrence. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. Touchdown, Jaguars. Robbie Anderson, 48 yards. And the Jaguars take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, You might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Here's Jones on the return. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10.
At their own 36-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Finds his tight end Ingram. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Lawrence will throw. He has a man. It's complete to Wilson. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
It's second and inches at the 37-yard line.
Let's go.
Etienne up the middle. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Now Lawrence on first down. This is caught. It's Kirk. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 33 yards that time.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
Etienne is in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. He's having a nice little game. Maybe already has an eye on that third touchdown.
And how about what our producer, Christian McLeod, likes to say when they've scored touchdowns like this? He's put a tent up in Touchdown City.
So the Jags will keep the offense out there as they'll decide to go for 2. Lawrence going to look to throw for it. And that's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us. Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd down, right back to Hunt. And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now. Well, when you get a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. The 71 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence.
And he'll just get rid of it.
My initial thought was that maybe he was just trying to blindly throw this one away, and maybe he was. But he's going to get away with it because as he tried to throw it over the left sideline there's a receiver right there in the area, so no grounding call.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Straight ahead, Etienne.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
This offense so far on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
He wants it all for the end zone. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram, 46 yards.
And the Jaguars have taken a 4th quarter lead.
Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. They'll look to throw. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. So that effort gives them a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage, at least give your team a fighting chance.
We'll see a return here from the end zone.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They're going to look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Jaguars will take over possession here up at the 44.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup. Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know you're trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And a completion to Wilson.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Up the middle, here's Edwards. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
From the shotgun, Lawrence.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, Those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
It's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Looking to throw. Over the middle, it's complete.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, to watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Trying to lay one up deep. And this is caught. Touchdown. A big play there. 50 yards. And the Vikings strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. A very important extra point there, up and good, and they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. A little bit of daylight on that 1st down run sets them up nicely. 8 yards on the carry.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
83 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
And the Jaguar 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Lawrence, now this is ETN on the draw.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
2nd and 5 now.
Lawrence throwing quickly to Wilson.
And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 37. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result. Because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter. You're using your offensive linemen sometimes to pull or move to influence the defensive front to go in that direction and create the space back in the other side and block it appropriately. But you're exactly right. Didn't move him. Sat there waiting for him and made the play.
On 2nd down, ETN once more.
And yet again, he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Great job by this Vikings defense. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. On 3rd down, Lawrence.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of, and in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a fourth-quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on first and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. And they'll run with Etienne. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
I'm ready.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Once more, Etienne. And this time he'll get down close to the goal line, but not quite in as he stopped at the 1-yard line. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. Edwards will get it into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
So here we go now as the Jaguars will go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker.
Picked off by Micah Hyde.
And the Jags have just about sewn up this football game.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only 1 timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball.
On second down, Etienne once more.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
103 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, but he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
Partner, they took a knee to finish this one off. To me, that's the only thing they lost in the fourth quarter. How about that comeback?
Yeah, trailed coming into the last frame. Got it done, taking the knee.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Jags,
they run their mark to 6-2 on the year.
And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals.